Okay, so in today's video, we got to talk about Stephen A. Smith getting checked by Serena Williams' husband live on ESPN First Take, man. And I want to break this thing down for everybody because people were pointing out the fact that Stephen A. Smith didn't have no rebuttal. He didn't come back. He didn't try to check Serena Williams' husband for confronting him live on his show. Mind you, ESPN First Take is his show. So you know how Stephen A. Smith gets when he gets called out and checked on his show. You know, he always gets loud and rowdy with people like Ryan Clark, Jay Williams, Swagoo, or whoever he's talking to when they get into these like heated debates and stuff. You know, Stephen A. Smith always has to point out how many people he put on the show and what he does on ESPN First Take. He just did that recently with Cam Newton.
Plenty of people throughout ESPN's history I have helped get theirs. And anybody who would challenge what the hell I just said to you on national television, they better beware. They better not utter that publicly. Because I can tell you, and I didn't say one, I said many. And by the way, Cam Newton, while you're doing that, you can ask the bosses themselves. Plenty of times, spanning my 20 plus years here. Look at the roster. Look at the people here. Look at the diversity on the air. Oh, trust me, I will proudly stand up on a banner and say, I got a little something to do with that. Because there's plenty of people that I have fought for over the years. That has never, ever changed. To answer that question directly.
I'm probably one of those. So shout out to Stephen A. for that, so I appreciate it.
So Serena Williams' husband checked Stephen A. Smith for this clip I'm about to show you guys. Remember when Serena Williams was dancing at the Super Bowl because Stephen A. Smith has said some things about Serena Williams in this clip right here.
Her and Drake were together at one point in time. Right. And it seemed like everybody wanted to get their lick back on Drake.
RC's, what Stephen A. is saying, if he was in that situation and now he's married, he's not allowing none of that's happening.
Hold on, no.
That's what he said.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I got to get that lick back.
Go ahead, RC.
Stop it.
What?
Stop it, Stephen A.
This is true.
If you with Serena Williams, you gonna be a kept man anyway. Don't start that.
Really?
You ain't gonna run the house. You're not gonna wear the pants.
You know about that.
You sure about that? Question? Hold on.
RC's hilarious. He said you're gonna be a kept man.
Ohanian. Yeah.
Okay. I think Alex is doing pretty well. You know, he found Reddit. And he's so ready for a good fucking change. I think he okay.
Yeah, he got.
Like I said, I know Alex.
Hold on. Dio got something to say. Dio got something to say. Go ahead, Dio. You got something to say?
Stop.
He's raised his hand. We got to hear from Dio.
I want to hear this one.
So yeah, if you guys remember we had did the video covering how Stephen A. had reacted to the Serena Williams thing on ESPN First Take and on his podcast. Keep in mind, he did talk about it on his podcast as well. I had did a video breaking that down. So yeah, if you guys remember Kendrick Lamar's performance at the Super Bowl, Serena Williams was there and she was doing a little crip walk, as you guys can see in the clip right here. And people were calling out Serena Williams like, yo, you sitting here trying to troll your ex. That's not a good look when you're married. So Stephen A. Smith went on his platform to repeat that same rebuttal. And that's the reason why her husband checked him right here live on ESPN First Take. Let's roll that clip because look how Stephen A. Smith had nothing to say when he got checked. Here's that clip right here. Be sure to hit that like button for me if you haven't already. That helps this YouTube channel continue to grow. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, stay up to date with all of my current YouTube videos. Peace.
Stephen A. Smith, I think you had some marriage advice for me. Is that right? Or
Well, you know what? Listen, I didn't. People, headlines are headlines. We can get into that another time, but I was
hoping you were going to be here.
I am not qualified. Married to anybody? Oh no, not me. Well, I ain't qualified, my brother. I'm not qualified.
I was going to ask because you hadn't been married before, right?
I am married.
No, see. Okay. Yeah, because I give advice to plenty of founders who want to build billion-dollar companies, and the reason I do that is because I build billion-dollar companies. Yeah. So I generally try to stay in my lane as advice
department. Then we'll talk marriage advice later. I'm going 13 years strong. We got you. Alexis, thank you so much. Athlos NYC 2-night event in New York. Incredible. Can't wait to watch. I'm looking for a Tiffany's crown. Appreciate you, Alexis.
Okay, so as we can see, Stephen A. Smith got checked. And her husband said it flat out like, yo, I wish you was here. I thought you were going to be here in person. because that's how serious he was. He probably wanted to wait until the cameras cut off, and he probably was going to check Stephen A. Smith and let him know, like, yo, I didn't like what you said about my wife. But you see how Stephen A. Smith backed down. He got shut down. And Serena Williams' husband even said, like, yo, oh, are you married? No, you're not, right? Oh, well, see, you know, I talk about helping people get billion-dollar companies because that's what I do. He was sitting there telling Stephen A. Smith, like, yo, shut your mouth. You're not even married, so you don't have no rights to talk about what married people should do. And yeah, Stephen A. Smith was quiet as a church mouse. And his co-host even seemed a little bit uncomfortable because they probably didn't know Serena Williams' husband was about to do that live on air. So let's see if Stephen A. Smith had that same energy he had for LeBron James after LeBron James confronted him. Then he went on that world tour talking about LeBron James and what he would have did and what he should have done and what could have happened and this and that and the third. Let's see if he say, oh, you know, if I was in the studio and Serena Williams' husband checked me like that, I would have did this, I would have said that.
My issue is with LeBron James. And I just want to say for the record, LeBron James is full of it. And in this particular instance, as it pertains to his son, he is a liar. It was fresh out of a timeout. It was him walking to the basketball court. It was on national television. The cameras were rolling. And had I done something, what do y'all want me to do? You want me to act? You want this to be a reincarnation of Chris Rock and Will Smith? And let me state for the record that while we bring up that, let me assure you it wouldn't have gone down like that. I would have gotten my ass kicked. Because had that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately. That I'm not going to tolerate.
I know he's gonna be happy as hell. He's going to be smiling from ear to ear when he hears me talking about it again. Oh, my God. He's going to get home and grab some ice cream out of the freezer and sit in his chair in his tighty whities on the couch.
But we all know he's not going to do that. And that's the reason why everybody was calling out Stephen A. Smith for letting this man check him on this show like that. And he had absolutely nothing to say back, man. To the point where her husband was sitting there flexing his money and his status to Stephen A. Smith face. You know, that's Stephen A. Smith lingo when he talking to his other co-workers and his co-hosts and his colleagues and stuff like that. That's what he loves to do to them. But when it's done to him, he's quiet as a church mouse. So I would like for you guys to get in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts about today's video. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well. Comment down new sub if you're new sub. Catch you guys on the next one and be out, guys. Peace.